Hello, I'm Salim Irakuni. In this video, I would like to show you how to calculate VAT in a progressive construction project invoice. Usually, there are two methods for invoice preparation. One is the project completion method, and the other is progressive invoice method. In the project completion method, the invoice is prepared after the project is completed. In progressive method, invoice will be submitted to the client periodically upon completion on certain portion of the project. Here I will show you how to calculate VAT on each progressive invoice. In a construction project contract, there will be three stages of money transfer from the clients. Stage 1 mobilization, advance payment, and stage 2 payment after completion of work, and stage 3 payment after retention period is over. In a construction work contract, the percentage of advance for mobilization and for, up to which period is a tension percentage of contract value. All these things will be clearly mentioned. In this presentation, the total contract amount is 100,000. Mobilization advance is 20%, that is 20,000. Okay, 20% of 100,000 is 20,000, and the retention amount is 10%. It means 10,000. Here I'll show you the completion of the project through its four stages of invoicing. There will be a fifth stage, which is the invoicing and payment of retention amount may be paid after a few months upon completing its period as per contract. So I'm not mentioning here about the expenses incurred during the project work, which will be classified as direct, indirect, and administrative in the income statement. That's why our revenue value is not adjusted with our P&L at here, and what input also not also is not mentioned this time. After you see, so other project costs such as the materials, equipments are also not considering this one, because these items will play very big role in our current assets and as CAPs, maybe it's construction in progress, and needs much more time to explain about that. Okay, so let us start to receive our advance mobilization. We received this one. This is 20,000 as advance and 3,000 as VAT. You can see here is the journal entry. Bank account is debited with 23,000, and advance mobilization is amount of 20,000. VAT is 3,000. Same thing is, as you can see here in the balance sheet also. In the balance sheet, advance received is 23,000, as and it is appeared in our bank account, bank balance, and for advance mobilization is now, which is 20,000. The VAT liability is 3,000. Now go to the steps 2. The step 2, we have completed portion of our work, certain portion of our work on August 31st, and we have hold up our invoice. We have processed the first invoice. Suppose it is is 30,000. Okay, this is 30,000. You can see here the journal entry bills receivable is 24,000. Where did we get this 24,000? You can see the chart here. You see, our first invoice value is 30,000, but we have already received 20%. So 20% of this 30,000 will be deducted. That is 6,000. Okay, and 10% of 20, this 30,000 will go as retention. That retention amount we will collect at after completing the period of retention, maybe 2 months, 3 months after that. They will keep it as a guarantee. So now our subtotal is 21,000. From this sub to 21,000, we will add VAT and we'll issue invoice receivable 24,150. This is the amount here. And retention account is debited 80,000 and advance also is given here to where project revenue is 30,000. It is as per in the balances of 30,000. So VAT amount is 1,500 is added here. You can see one important point here, because it was our advance was 30,000. Okay, from our advance amount 6,000 is deducted now, because we submitted invoice and the invoice we have deducted, so this advance also reduced and now it is only 14,000. Now we move to second invoice. Second invoice 30 September. We have our report for prepared for our invoice for 40,000. So you can see the same thing is repeated here in the journal entry. You can see here balance sheet also it is repeated in the same way. You can see our advance is again reduced to 6,000 and VAT is increased to 10,350 and our total project revenue is increased to 70,000. Okay, bills receivable is increased here and retention amount is increased to 7,000. We prepared with other third invoice. Third invoice will be 30,000 of the last invoice, because our total invoice amount, the total project amount is 1 lakh. Now you can see here, this third one, everything is repeated in the same way. No need to explain more. Here you can see here all these things have been done in the same method we have done in previous 2 invoices. And the important thing here is our advance liability is 0 now, because from the 30,000 we have paid all these 3 amounts as deduction from our invoices. Now we have VAT here 13,500 for total project revenue is 1 lakh here and invoice receivable here. And one important point you need to look at here is that you see our project is for 100,000 and including VAT, how much it will come? VAT will be 15,000 and 1,15,000 will be our total project invoices. But here we cannot see that much amount. There is a shortage of 1,500. This 1,500 is because of we have to get the retention amount. Okay, retention amount is 10,000 here. You see, when we prepare the invoice for this 10,000, after the period is over, retention period is over, we will put a 1,500 invoice for that, including VAT, not 10,000, 11,500. Then this total amount will become here as same as how much? 15,000, and that same 15,000 will come here also. The in VAT amount will increase here. VAT amount will pay periodically if they are paying on quarterly or half-yearly basis. This amount will not show as it is here. And also, I have not mentioned the values in our income statement. Of course, when as I have explained already about that before, this amount will not come in this manner here. You will have expenses there. You will have direct expenses, indirect expenses, you have direct expenses. All these expenses will be deducted from our income statement or profit and loss account, and the remaining balance will come here in our balance sheet. At the same time, our bank balance will be maybe reduced when we meet our expenses by cash. For we'll have some creditors here if the payments are on credit purchase, so the expenses are on credit purchase. All this because our balance sheet will not be like this in the original manner. So, but I prepared this presentation just to show how is our VAT calculation is processed in a construction project invoice for a certain period. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video.